Alright guys, today we're going to take down a couple trees. We got a lot of landscape work here this week. We're removing this palm in the middle, removing that tree in the back. We're removing this tree right here, actually, this one. And we're going to trim up these palms. We're going to pressure wash the house. We're going to create edging around these palms. We're going to create an edge all the way around this bed, clean everything up, put down bark mulch, and put metal edging down, and we're gonna do some other things around the house. Yeah guys, we're gonna run the P26 today, the 455 Rancher. I put the 20-inch bar back on it with the stock chain and everything, top handle saw just in case I need it, and the Steel 660 clone. We're actually going to fire this thing up again. This morning I let it run for about, I don't know, 40 minutes, just idling. Once in a while I'd go blip the trigger, because we need this thing to wake up. Big bore kit, it's a heavy piston. You know, I ported the cylinder too, so we want it to do well. We don't want it to crash and burn out. The last saw that I ported did really well because I didn't even work with it. I just would start it, let it run, let it idle for a while, let everything get broken in, and that's what I'm doing today. So I'm still letting this thing run really rich too because it's so old. Here's the tree we got. It's small. A lot of growth here that I'm gonna have to get rid of. Oh, watch the spiders. Growth here I'm gonna have to get rid of. Morning everybody. So this chainsaw right here, this Pioneer, I remember I swapped the carb. If you go back a couple of videos, I swapped the carb from the stock single, low idle screw carburetor from the Pioneer with a Husqvarna 50 carburetor, has 2 jets on it. And I'm struggling to get this thing right. It runs really well if I have it really rich, but I can't turn it up at all. I know old saws aren't really like that. It's not ported. There's nothing really done with it. So I'm kind of babying it. Just listen to it. Running this anymore. All right, drink. Candy. Yeti. Check. Okay. So we got this tree here coming down. We got this irrigation here, and you guys know that when trees fall, especially when you leave limbs on them, when the tree goes down, sometimes the butt hops to one side or the other, and we don't want to hop and hit this and have water spray everywhere. So we're doing, a half hitch and a running bowline here, line around the tree. Pay no attention to this yet. Line goes around the tree. Okay, we did an alpine butterfly here. Learn how to tie one of those. We put this rope that comes from here back through it, so then we can do this. Okay, you get way more mechanical advantage and tensile strength than if you were to just go around the tree. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna put an undercut in, and then we're gonna tension this, and then we're gonna, you know, make sure it can't hop over. But with this, we're just gonna go around so we don't cut it. All right, and I'll set you guys up and show you. Now, check this out. You see the angle of this? Okay? The tree is leaning this way hard, but the limb weight is that way. So I can use this lean big time to really direct it that way. My base cut is going towards the middle of my truck, okay? We're gonna avoid this. Normally I would do a conventional cut, you know, where it's straight in and then like this, but that makes the tip hit the ground first. And when the tip hits the ground first, it tends to make the butt of it do all kinds of crazy things, and that's what we don't want for this. So now that I got this here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back cut it about an inch above my top cut here, and it's gonna just set this down, hopefully first before the crown hits. But I'm gonna get a piece of wood and protect this first. Now we kind of built a little shelter around that, supporting it. Now we gotta tighten this guy up. So I'll show you me doing that, and then we'll move forward. How about it, huh? Okay. Palm trees. Never used a palm tree for a tagline, butt tie, or whatever you want to call it, but you always get to do something once, or the first time. So this is what we're doing. We're gonna go around the tree, keeping it tight. If you don't keep it tight, all bets are off. And what you can do to make it even tighter is take your rope and close off this little union here. Watch this. See that? All right. You don't have to manage this really long rope either. Eventually, once you go around a few times, you can just take a bite like this and just work with the bite. Shorten up your rope. Just treat it like it's a single rope. You know, like that. Leave a gap right here with your fingers. Go around again. Like this. Put the bite through. Like that. Okay. Now you're locked off. It's not going anywhere. All right, guys, remember, take note of the irrigation right there, and watch how this line, once I cut it, it's gonna pull it over. All right, so that's absolute best case scenario. All right, I mean, look at here's where our undercut was. See how it closed up right there? Okay, now if I would have kept cutting, it would have closed up and then slid off. But since there was so much lean on it, there was a lot of tension on the back of the tree, which some people would have said, oh, barber chair, all this, but it's a small tree. I just wanted to stay on the cut, make sure that it hinged, and I hoped that it wouldn't pop off at all. And it didn't. And look, it's loose now, but I mean, if that thing would have bumped over there, this would have caught it. I mean, it's only about 2 inches of play, 3 inches of play. But yeah, now we gotta get it off here. We'll limb it up, get this thing out of here, and look at all the light we just created. I mean, this was all tied in. This was all just nasty, and it was preventing this sweet gum tree from growing. And the sweet gum trees are nice. They're messy, but they're nice. But yeah, let's do some lemon, then we'll bust up the 660. All right. Going to get a snack. So I'm gonna get like 3 gallons of water and chug it. Man, me and the wife have been drinking so much water, and it just, I don't know, it goes right through us, you know? When you sweat this much, you know, yesterday I had on 9-inch or 10-inch logging boots, waterproof, but the pants that I wear wick sweat. They take sweat and they run it right into my boots. And yesterday, after 3 hours, my 10-inch logger boots were filled with water as if it was raining. And then I wrung out my shirt, my pants, and yeah, guys, just make sure you're staying hydrated because there's no coming back from that. All right, I'll be back with you after a snack. If you accidentally cut down a nest, didn't even see this up in this palm tree, do the right thing. You got little baby squirrels, and they fell not very high, but they were in this nest, and I found them on the ground. There's only 2 of them, but look, their eyes aren't even open yet. Pretty cute little guys, huh? Their hands are a bit weird, but yeah. The runt is on top. He's the smaller guy. Super long tails. I just put their nest back together as best I could. And the tree they were in is, I can't reach it. So I'm gonna put them up in this palm. And hopefully its mom will find it. I saw the mom jump out of the tree when I cut the branch, but I didn't see the nest at all. But yeah, they look to be okay. Let's put them back in the tree. Their mother doesn't, you know, neglect them now because of that. I know that deer and a lot of other wild animals are like that. If they get human scent on them, they'll shun them. I don't know, I hope that squirrel comes back. I tried my best not to touch him. So, all right, let's get back to the job. Day 1. Palm trees pruned. Edge in. Macho ferns, beds cleared out. Macho ferns pruned. All these trees pruned, bed cleared out. All these palms pruned and lifted. 1 tree felled, 2 trees felled, trench dug. Palms done, you know, like I said, fallen tree. We just have to get this debris, that debris there, some logs. But I'm taking a massive trailer full of debris today with me. But house needs to be washed still, but it's been a long one. Oh, I'm tripped. Yeah. Oh, yellow flies, they suck. But here's the load of debris. We're still gonna add to it. Where the heck is my rope?